What if I tell you that you can change your entire life only in a matter of 3 months' time? Would you believe me?
Not even a year ago, I would wake up feeling stuck, anxious, worried about my finances, not knowing what to do next. Now, the one thing that I knew is that I was sick and tired of being broke. I wanted to change my financial situation forever. I just didn't know how. Until I found out about this one high income skill that completely changed my life only in the course of 3 months. Now, in this video, I will share with you my personal story. I'm going to tell you everything about the high income skill that helped me to get there. And finally, very important, I'm going to explain exactly what's required in terms of mindset to help you achieve the same results. Now, don't miss a single step in the process, or it might result in you not being about to achieve it. For many years, I've been trying to find ways of how to make money online to get more freedom. That's what I look like when I feel in life. Here are some of the things I tried out. I tried crypto, forex trading, network marketing, got scammed multiple times. I invested thousands of dollars in business coaches and courses. I failed multiple times over and over again, and nothing really worked out. I always found it super frustrating to see other people telling how easy it was to make 10K until last year. It was October 2022. I just moved back to Portugal after a season of working in France as a surf teacher. This season, I also had a remote job next to surf teaching, so it was super busy and long hours, and I was absolutely exhausted. Now, the moment I got back to Portugal, my manager of the remote job told me that they had to let me go.
I'm sorry, you're fired. Get out of here.
So now I lost my one and only income stream after a long season of working 2 jobs. Now I had to find another one. So what did I do? I looked online. Now I found myself updating my CV, sending out a bunch of motivational letters for jobs that I didn't really care about. I knew there was something bigger waiting for me. However, I still needed to finance my life. And so with every single day, I would see my savings just drop. And it got me super stressed out, anxious, as I felt like I didn't have direction. I didn't know what to do. I felt absolutely lost until one magical moment arrived. I remember this moment vividly. I was on my bed with my laptop, watching some YouTube video, and suddenly an ad popped up. Learn how you can make 10K with this high income skill by sending text messages from your phone or laptop from anywhere in the world. I was like, hey, I haven't heard this one before. And I knew from other opportunities that if there's a new opportunity, you have to dive in quick. You have to ride the wave as soon as you can. So I had to learn more about it. Now, the high income skill that they were talking about is called appointment setting. Appointment setting is a strategy used by businesses who want to increase their revenue by reaching out to the prospect and have them book calls with their sales team, who would then try to sell their product or service and close the deal. This process is done by the so-called appointment setter. An appointment setter is a trained professional who knows exactly how to move the conversation, ask the right questions, and have people book a meeting with their sales team. As the appointment setter, you will earn a commission for every appointment that you set that will be closed by the sales team. Now, let me give you an example to understand how appointment setting works. Let's say you are the appointment setter. Now, we have a business coach who is selling his online course on how to date women for men. The course costs around $5,000. The coach has an Instagram with around 50,000 followers. Now he doesn't have time and he wants to focus on scaling his business. Now he's hiring you as the appointment setter. You are going to manage his inbox. You're going to reach out to everybody in his DMs, asking the right questions and move them through the conversations so they would be interested and qualified to book a call with the sales team or the coach himself to learn more or to get started with his program. Now, let's say you earn a commission of 5%, you get somebody on the call, deal gets closed on a $5,000 offer. Now you earned $250 just for making that appointment. So if you were to make $250 for each deal closed, that means to get to 10K per month, you would only need to have 40 deals closed. Now, do you believe that it's possible to earn 10K per month with appointment setting? So now you know about appointment setting, but now you may think like, okay, cool, how do I get started? First of all, you have to find the right business. Secondly, you want to find a business with a high ticket offer. Then what is also important is that the business has already enough volume, so you would have enough prospects to reach out to. And lastly, a good commission percentage. So when I found out about appointment setting, I didn't have the skill sets, neither did I have the network. So how did I get started? I found an online course that teaches the skill sets of appointment setting. Also, they had the network of clients who were looking to hire an appointment setter. And they had a guaranteed placement, which means that if you were to complete the course, they would connect you with one of their clients, so you could be working right away. The price to get started with the course was $2,500. I only had 4,000 euros in my account. It was a very scary moment because I really wanted to do it, but I also knew that I had my monthly expenses and there was no money coming in. And I knew that it would take a few weeks or months before I would start earning money with this. But I knew I had to do it. So I said, fuck it. The day after I made the investment, something happened. A letter with my name made it home to my mom's house. It was a fine of 4,000 euros. This sounds crazy, but I had to laugh because what are the odds? This fine made it home exactly the day after I made the investment and decided that I was going to change my life forever. Now I was in a hole. Now the hole was deeper. And now I had to work harder to get out of there and simply make more than $5,000 as soon as I can to get out of the situation.
At this time, I was still in Portugal. My savings were going really close to zero. I had to do something.
At the age of 30 years old, I made the decision to move back in with my mom in the Netherlands to completely eliminate all the expenses that I would have for the month, to eliminate all the distractions, and to really focus on making this work with appointment setting, and to take the time to work on myself. I made the decision to go hard for 90 days to transform my life. On January the 17th of 2023, I flew back to the Netherlands to start my mission. The moment I moved back in with my mom, I had literally less than 500 euros in my bank account, a fine of 4,000 euros to pay, credit card debt, and a study loan. I never was this broke ever in my life. It was now or never. I went all in on appointment setting. Let's talk about what is required to make it work with appointment setting. As we discussed before, with appointment setting, you typically get paid on a commission basis. So here it's important to think differently opposed to having a job with an hourly wage. You simply have to trust the process and you have to trust that it's going to work out and that you can actually make more than an hourly wage. Because that's actually the cool thing about having a commission base. There is no limit to how much you can earn. You have to step into an entrepreneur mindset where it is all about you, and if the results are not coming, it is your fault. Don't look outside of yourself and take that responsibility that your actions equal your results. Now, overall, what I think is also important with appointment setting is that you are disciplined, meaning that you're doing the work, that you're showing up every day, and that you're committed. Then it's really important to create a strong work routine. And it's important as an appointment setter to maximize all the opportunities. And that means you can be an appointment setter and you can just wait for messages, or are you somebody who's going to walk the extra mile and do whatever it takes to increase the opportunities and actually have the chance of increasing the amount of conversations to essentially create more appointments that will be closed, which means that you will get more commissions. And overall, I think it's really important to stay positive at all times, trust the process, and to create a very healthy life-work balance. Because with appointment setting, you're going to have quite some screen time. So it's important to have enough time off the screen where you focus on eating healthy, but also exercising, and simply give your mind peace. Now, to give you an idea of what I have been doing on a daily basis, let me share with you my daily routine with appointment setting. I wake up at 6 a.m. Then I would first jump into a cold shower, followed by push-ups. And then actually I would make my very first coffee and get right into appointment setting for the next 3 to 4 hours. Then I would have my first meal at 12 p.m. as I follow a fasting. And after the meal, I would work for another 2 to 3 hours with appointment setting. Then I would jump on my bicycle and go to the gym. Then I would work out for 1.5 hours while I would listen to a podcast about self-development or anything that I could improve on my skill sets or in terms of my mindset. Then I would jump into the sauna and reward myself with peace of mind and meditate to completely blow off steam. And then right after the sauna, I would take a cold shower to seal the deal. Then I would bike back to home and have dinner with my mom. And then I would work for another 3 to 4 hours with appointment setting. This was my Go Hard 90-day routine, and I have been following the exact same thing day in, day out for 6 days a week. I would have one day where I would simply respond to all the messages and clear the inbox. And now you probably want to know my results. Let me tell you. So the very first month of appointment setting in the Netherlands, I was able to make $6,000. The second month, I even improved myself and I got to $7,000. The third month, I actually had a little bit less in terms of my direct commissions. I made $6,000 with the closes with appointment setting. However, I hit a bonus of $5,000, which means that I made $11,000 with appointment setting in my third month. I was absolutely, wow, I couldn't believe it. Like the 17th of January, I had less than 500 euros in my account. I was literally broke. And in a matter of 3 months' time, I was able to save up enough money to move back to Portugal and actually live a more comfortable life. Now, besides from the money part, I also went to the gym every day. I got stronger. And actually I went from 70 kilograms to 77 kilograms with almost no fat. I became a lot stronger simply by focusing on doing the same things over and over and over again. So the point what I'm trying to make is it's really all about being disciplined and being consistent and staying positive and having a healthy routine. Now, on the 2nd of March, it was actually my birthday. I turned 31. I know, it's a bit old. Now, remember, I was broke. And now on the 3rd of March, I invited my family to come play pétanque, which is like a French ball game, in a bar somewhere in Haarlem. I have my family, I have my friends coming over, and everybody was just like ordering food and drinks. And at the end of the day, they wanted to pay the bill, but hey, I was like, no, I'm gonna take this. And that was such a beautiful moment for me because I completely changed my life, and I was able to actually take that, bill and say like, hey, I got this. And that was beautiful. After 3 months of appointment setting and hitting my very first 10K plus month in my life, a new opportunity came on my path. The manager of the team asked me if I wanted to become a closer, meaning that I would take care of the calls and close the deals. Of course, I was super flattered and I wanted to have a look at this opportunity. So I weighed out the pros and the cons between appointment setting and remote closing. So first of all, as a closer, you get a higher commission percentage. Secondly, you as a closer decide when you work, so you can create your schedule based on your availability. Being a closer also comes with a few cons. Now, one of them is that you really need to have a stable and fast internet connection to make sure that your meetings run smooth, opposed to appointment setting that does not require a super fast, stable internet connection, as you're only sending out messages. Being a closer also comes with a lot more skill sets that are required, because you're going to talk face to face to people, and you have to have the ability to ask the right questions in order to close the deal. Whereas with appointment setting, you basically set the appointment and someone else is closing the deal for you who knows how to do that. After learning about the pros and cons of remote closing opposed to appointment setting, I made a decision. As we discussed before, for me, it's really important to have freedom. And in that moment, appointment setting gave me a lot of freedom in terms of financially, but it didn't give me the freedom in terms of my time. And so this was really important to me. Also, I really liked the idea of having a challenge and do something that would demand me to work harder on myself and to simply become better. And of course, as you grow, you also have the ability to earn more. So I accepted the offer. I made another investment to learn the skill sets and get started with high ticket closing. This year 23 was absolutely epic. On the 4th of March, I went back to Portugal. I bought myself a new surfboard for my birthday. I focused on becoming a successful high-ticket closer. I met up with a girl. We traveled for 2 weeks to Sardinia and the Amalfi Coast in Italy. And now I'm slow traveling in Asia. It has been absolutely a 360 turn in the right direction. If I can do this, you can do this too. Whether if it's with appointment setting or high-ticket closing or something else. You just have to believe that you can do it, put in the right efforts and make it happen. Now, before I end this video, I want to bring some awareness around purchasing online courses. There are quite some scammers active, so always make sure when you do a purchase or an investment, make sure to do your due diligence, research the company, and never just send money, and especially not with crypto. Always make sure you use a trusted payment method. I really hope that my story inspires you to take action. And if that's the case, please do me one favor and hit that like button and share this video with your friends and family, as it may inspire them too. Now, if you want to watch more videos like this, or you want to learn how to work online and travel, or you simply want to follow my adventures, then make sure to subscribe to this channel. Okay guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one.